Get those levels down, baby. Oh, baby. We're all gonna be super excited to learn about PUCL and its community. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to those of you who aren't usually here. We're here. We're gonna have a good time. I don't know what we're gonna play when we're done. It could either be Emerald or VGC. I've got an itch to do VGC today, but I am willing to do whatever the community wants to do. If you haven't already and you're on YouTube or you're not on YouTube and you haven't still, you should subscribe to it. It helps us out, so please do. But welcome to the stream. We've got things to talk about. We've got, man, so I'm going to open up. Well, actually, we can, you guys want to just jump into it? Should we just jump into it? Whoa! Okay. This looks a lot like the podcast, but welcome to all of you. I appreciate all of you. Let's just jump right into it. All right. So, thank you to everybody who filled out the survey. I am so grateful. I think this is like the first slide, actually. That's me like being like, I'm so grateful. Yeah. So hopefully this isn't terrible to read. Oh my gosh, where's the cat? Go to bed. Go to bed. So welcome to this, everybody. I really appreciate it. One, I want to say that this was the most successful PUCL survey that we've ever done by a long shot. For everybody who filled this out, you are the best person in the entire world because everything you guys do helps us make the show better. All of your comments, like not just the fact that we can tell what's working and what's not working. Like I've known for years, Pokemon of the episode is a trash segment. Okay. Like I've known this and the survey definitely confirmed that and made sure it wasn't in my head. And honestly, it showed that switching to PUCL's Poke Opinion over PUCL's Pokemon of the episode was a good choice. There are just positives all around. Some people wish it was back to the way it was, but I think that'll be gone by the time we run the survey next year. Also, I skipped over this. We had over 200 responses to this survey, which is amazing. For anybody who's ever like been involved with the PUCL survey, I don't think we've ever pulled more than like 130 responses for the survey. So you guys have blown me away with the interaction and the draw that we can have to bring people in. I know a lot of you did it for a free game and I can tell, but I'm very grateful. It helps us do things. And not only does it give us that feedback, but sometimes fans will suggest something and it's actually a good idea. Like we've definitely had good ideas come out of the survey before and I really like them. And even if they aren't, they are typically inspiring in terms of what kind of content, or maybe somebody will say something and we won't implement their idea exactly, but we'll put the PUCL spin on it. And that is probably my favorite part of the survey process, is getting everybody's response for that and being able to think about it. And honestly, it allows us to make the PUCL community better and a greater experience to everybody. I'm just like super hyped when survey time comes around. We didn't hit 250, but I'm still giving away a game. We hit, I think last I counted, let's double check, see if anybody filled it out since I checked like 2 hours ago. Last I checked we were at like 209, and as of right now we're at, come on phone, we're still at 209. So 209, still best response we ever got. We've never broken 200 before, so I call that a win. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to talk a little bit more in detail about some of the other things that came up in the survey, things that we're implementing from the survey. And yeah, we're going to have a good time. So let's go ahead. So first of all, not all survey responses are great. I could tell when you're just clicking buttons to be done with it because this happens. I don't know how I'm supposed to do the topic, the poke of the episode, and the mailbag at the same time. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. That makes no sense. How am I supposed to do this, guys? Somebody come up with a good answer. Because I can't come up with a good answer. I don't know how you do that. If you were trying to get the game, I immediately threw out your survey when things like this were very obvious. And we're gonna go ahead and do it. So we're gonna move on. This happened a lot, actually. This happened a lot. Yeah, overlapping tracks, so it's just 9 people talking instead of 3. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Demographics, I wanted to just kind of drop this because I feel like it's really important, and hopefully you guys can see it on your screen. But how long have you been listening to PUCL? I grabbed this yesterday, so it's not up to date with everything, but most people have been, most people that responded to the survey at least have been listening to us for quite a while, which is great that we have that kind of long-term listenership, but it's great to see that we actually have a good number of new people also filling out the survey. I would say a vast majority. I would say at least 90% were fine. Like, at least 90% were fine. Like, this is a very usable survey. And then, of course, I wanted to ask for the age demographics. I am unshocked that the age demographic is mine. 25 to 34-year-olds are the #1 response. Now, I would go down here and also point out the how do you identify? We mostly have a male audience. I'm shocked. A lot of people, I believe it was like 5 or 6% female, and then a lot of non-binary as well. And then one Pheasant Skibbity EX, that person gave us no data worthwhile. So thank you, Pheasant Skibbity EX. Pheasant Skibbity EX, my apologies. I know who you are because you commented on YouTube today with the exact same joke. Where are you from? Wow, unbelievably, most of our audience is from the United States. A small proportion of it is from Canada, and a good chunks from Europe, and then a little bit from, I would assume, Australia. One guy from South America, and a couple people from Asia. I think we have a couple Singaporean listeners. So I found that super interesting. So the first change that I want to talk about that I think everybody has noticed, I hate Skibbity as well. I think it was in the New York Times today, though, so in the crossword. Frustrating. Change number 1, topic before quiz. This is something that we've done. So blue is first, red is second, third is yellow, fourth is green, fifth is purple, and sixth is light blue. So if you were to ask, what are we doing for, like, where should parts of the show go? Obviously, the intro is first. I don't see why anybody would say otherwise. What was interesting was, you guys can see this here. So, like, it's very clear in the other 4 segments we didn't swap around that people really like them where they're at. Like, Poke of the Episode got moved around a lot, or I should say Poke Opinion got moved around a lot. But it not nearly as much as you see how close the green and the yellow are for both the Poke Quiz and the topic. That's very, very close. I need to have a pointer, or I don't think you'll be able to. Can you see my laser pointer? Yeah. So, the Poke Quiz and the topic were both, like, very easy, and it was a thought. I think it's true too, especially with topic being bumped up against Poke of the Episode, or Poke Opinion, which was becoming more discussion based, and it was becoming kind of like a mini topic in and of itself. I think it makes sense, and honestly, we're gonna keep it this way as well. And this is for a reason. So because we flipped it, I'm going to explain why it was great. So it was broken. It actually updated and made everything better. So I'm going to show you some data from YouTube. If it lets me click. Can we go to the next thing, please? Oh, yeah. So right here, this is a retention graph from the latest YouTube video that we posted this week. The YouTube video is getting more impressions, more views than previous YouTube videos. And the reason that is because YouTube wants to feed the algorithm when you get a good retention for the video, because YouTube wants to keep people on their website. And because we swapped the topic with the quiz, they've actually shown. So this light gray you see here is what we usually get, but you can see more people are kind of sticking around for the topic because it's earlier in the show and not the quiz. So There it is. Like, we're going to keep doing this because we're getting better data. We're getting better performance on the show and better growth because we swapped the topic with the quiz. So thank you to those of you who suggested that. I think it's a positive change overall for the show, and it's not something that we're going to go ahead and swap back. It's going to remain this way. Yeah, the Spotify, I like Melon. The Spotify timestamps are a very interesting animal and not something I have a lot of control over. They're usually 3 to 7 minutes off because Spotify does not dynamically insert the ads. They actually get shipped an episode with the ads already pre-baked in, but I don't know how long those ads are going to be beforehand, so I can't accurately move the timestamps around. So I apologize for that in advance. The good news is you will never be like ahead in a segment. You just have to sit there and listen to an ad or something. So I do apologize for that in advance. You can, in fact, though, instead, join our Patreon at patreon.com/PucklePodcast at the $5 tier and get ad-free versions of the podcast. We post those every week as well. So you could get the ad-free version there, and directly ported to your phone through an RSS feed. All right, so let's keep going. If it lets me. Let me. Okay, change number 2, co-host on camera. This was probably the number 1/number 2 request that we saw in the episodes, and I want people to know that even before the survey, this was actually already in motion, but the survey kind of confirmed it for me. Because I know that a lot of people want more co-host interaction with the community overall. And I have to say that I don't know that I can promise that change. You know, I can't promise that. The co-hosts are kind of donating their time. We're essentially a charity. And only I am crazy enough to keep doing things. I actually, Melon, we'll get to that. We'll get to that question in a little bit. But yeah, this is coming probably in the August timeframe. What we had to do is I took a survey of the co-hosts about which ones would be comfortable and which ones are not comfortable on camera, or not capable of being on camera. And I'm trying to get images together so that we can have them host on the show in probably a more expressive manner than what we have right now. There's probably going to be hiccups when this happens, but I'm kind of excited to do this because I get to build a couple new scenes. We can get some focuses on certain co-hosts when they're making a good point. I think there's a lot of goodness here. But the real holdup right now is just making sure that we build the graphics. But August will definitely do it for another thing that's coming up in the discussion. Those are the 2 big changes that are happening when I'm thinking about things that the surveys affected. The next thing I wanted to talk about is this is just a wall of text. I am so sorry. So, why did you ask about that one episode with Ryan, Thatch? The background music is not hype. You are correct. Let's fix that while I'm sitting here. Let's get do they have a good album or something? Take me to this album. I would like to read this album. Go to album. There we go. I apologize. So that one episode with Ryan. I can add video to Spotify. I just didn't know if there was a reason to do that, Mr. Toro. But if there's enough demand, I see you as one. But yes. But yeah, why did I ask about that one episode with Ryan? So I've been doing PUCL mostly weekly for the past 11 years. That's when we went to a weekly release schedule because we used to be bi-weekly when I set a good schedule back in 2013 when we were trying to take the show seriously. And then we decided that because I had summer and I was no longer doing coursework for my graduate studies, let's try to ramp it up for a few weeks at an episode a week. And then we kind of just stuck with it since then. And guys, I'm 34. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Thatch can't keep going. And Thatch, it's just not sustainable for Thatch to do an episode every week for the next 5-10 years. You know, it's rough. Okay. To do that. It's rough. And then additionally, the video podcast. The video podcast makes it really difficult to do thatchless episodes. I've been thinking about this problem for a little while now, and this was before we started doing video. I was thinking at the end of 2024, like, how do I start to make it such that, like, I get one weekend every 2 months, one weekend every month, something like that, where I don't have to record the podcast. We typically record the podcast on either Saturday morning or Friday evening. That way we get the news for that week and we can talk about it a little bit. And yeah, but with the video podcast, it makes it difficult to do because I am the only person probably right now that is capable of doing it. There's a lot of technical savvy that goes into it. Like, a good example, I'll show you guys, like, just watch where my camera goes when we go back and forth, right? Just boop to boop, right? Just that swing in, swing out like that. Yeah, that's a little technical, unfortunately, to do in OBS. Like, it takes more than you would think. And a lot of the co-hosts are not very technically inclined. Part of PUCL for me is the hobby of content creation itself. So I just know a lot of things, like the way we're streaming to YouTube and Twitch right now at the same time, like things like that. The other co-hosts have a difficult time doing that because they don't go and do the research in really cool, fun ways to do things like I do. The edit, I'm the only one that's capable of doing that, at least for right now. There's a particular thing on it that makes it a little bit difficult. So, like, I have to be the one doing the edit. I have to be the one that does the edit for the podcast. So I really want to take that format we did with Ryan. I don't think it's a finalized format in any it's not that I'm built different, it's just that my brain works different. I have a different kind of neurospiciness. But the idea is to format bottle episodes where maybe Thatch can take a Saturday and a Friday off and maybe go spend time with his wife and do stuff with her, you know? And I would really like to do that. You know, I'd really like to go spend time with my wife and do stuff, and have a life, because again, PUCL isn't like my financial rock. I don't need PUCL to survive. If PUCL disappeared, I would be fine. Like, I would still survive. And the episode did seem very well received. Oh, well, thank you for that follow, Dragon Duden. It did seem very well received. And there's going to be another one that comes out in August, with Seth Vilo. Seth and I are going to talk. We haven't really quite decided whether or not we're going to frame it as a debate or if we're going to frame it as like a predictions for worlds. We haven't quite decided. And so we're shooting to have one of these. Echo's still around. The video podcast is different than the audio podcast, though, Retro. There's two different things. They're two different products. But yeah, I'm shooting to probably, for 2026, my goal is to probably have one of these episodes at least once every 2 months. There's probably going to be an episode like this where you get something where it's kind of just a prolonged topic for more than, it'll probably last longer than the Ryan episode. Because I have ideas how to structure it better in the future. And I know how I would have made the Ryan episode longer now, honestly. But I was kind of just trying to get something since I was out of town that weekend. So I want to be able to do something like that. Something like that. 2026 will probably have 6 to 12 of these episodes, though. I know some people said they don't want them too frequently. And I think that's because it's a little undercooked as a format, especially with that being the prototype. So I'm kind of hoping that I can spend the next couple months improving on that format and making it better, so that we can have better versions of those podcasts that people look forward to and aren't upset when they pop up in their feed rather than a normal PUCL episode. So yeah, cool. That's where we're at. I hope none of you are upset with the idea that Thatch wants to spend time with his family. Particularly his wife. So comments that I want to address. This is for you, I Like Melon. Bring back insert co-host name here. Okay, let me explain. I didn't fire them. If a co-host is no longer on the show, they made the decision to no longer be on the show. I did not ask Snag or Viger or Mr. Maximus or Scrawn or Sycamore or anybody else to leave the show. If I have, it's because they already aren't on the show for a very long time. It is not because I went to somebody and I said, hey, you can no longer be on the show. We don't like you anymore. Snag still hangs out in the community. Snag approached me, said, hey, I'm busy. I'm not going to be able to dedicate the time to PUCL that I think it should require. And I think that's very fair. And that is how we operate as not a company per se, but as a podcast or operation. I do not, we do things on charity. The co-hosts don't make a paycheck. Honestly, I don't make a paycheck off PUCL. Though I did buy that couch. Yeah, we're not like they're not making a lot of money on this. They're doing this for fun because they want to talk about Pokemon. Bring Eevee back to the show. And so, yeah, just throwing it out there. I want to address it because I get it a lot, not even just on the survey, but everywhere else. So yeah. The topic should be longer. I can tell Thatch is cutting them off. Guys, no. I'm going to be honest with you. I have been letting the topic run its course for about 2 years now because we used to get these comments and we used to have like a 20-minute topic. Yeah, right? Like the segment was 20 minutes long. Now it's on average, I would say 35 to 40 minutes long. And so we typically do it. I know a lot. It seems very awkward when I know it's very awkward when it happens. And when it ends sometimes, but that's because like we're all friends. We all know each other. We know most of each other's speech patterns and stuff like that. And we know when we're done talking, right? Over the years, like when you have friends, you know when you're just done. So we're done. When the topic's over, we're done. It's not because of some time constraint. When we're recording the show, we're like, we got to be done. We got to be done. Recording typically takes 2 to 3 hours, and lately it's been going more to that 3-hour mark. And most of us are fine with that. We're ready for it. We know what's going on. So yeah, there's only so much you can say about Pokemon berries. You're absolutely. We don't need dead air, and people already get on me for repeating myself a lot. And you want more of that? I don't know. Like, it would just be us going in circles, repeating ourselves sometimes. And so we do awkwardly stop it when the conversations just kind of keep going in a circle. So yeah. What percent said more PUCL? Not that many. I can pull that number up though, Melon. But yeah, that is where we're at. That's where we're at. Comments I would like to address continued because there were more. I want more content with the co-host. This one is very popular. And man, heard. If PUCL produces content nowadays, I do have, like, part of me, I act as producer in non-Thatch PUCL content. So like I'm still involved in the curation of the ideas, stuff like that. And I do have rules nowadays because I don't like it when we just do one thing and then do it never again, right? Especially when it's something that has potential. Like, I think something like a live episode of the podcast is very, very, very awesome. And so if a co-host wants to come up to me, and wants to propose something, my first check is always, is this sustainable? Is this something that you're able to do on a more consistent basis without stressing yourself out? And 2, what is the schedule going to look like? Is it going to be a monthly thing that you do? Is it going to be weekly? Is it going to be, once every couple months? And then that's typically where it falls out because they always just want to do a one-off thing. And I know some of you would appreciate that, but when we're trying to like get momentum going and try to put our effort behind things, I want to be able to say, hey guys, I have this event, this idea. Let's all show up to it and do it. Would you guys ever do an in-person TCG tourney where we can potentially battle the co-hosts? I do know that some of the co-hosts go to regionals. You can just meet them at regionals, Melvin. We don't do a lot of in-person TCG because the co-hosts and I don't live in the same place. We're all over the world, man. In-person's difficult to do. That is a financial expense. And so they would have to pay out of pocket. PUCL's treasury is not flush enough to be able to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, that's also sometimes weird when people ask to come to my house to play my wife in Pokken tournament. Moving on. More quiz. Make the quiz longer, Thatch. The Poke quiz needs to be longer. You should flesh it out. Reality game shows are a thing for a reason, Thatch. Why don't you just make it longer? You need to just chop off the Poke opinion and give me 5 to 10 more questions of Poke quiz. Probably not going to happen, guys. Not going to do it. The quiz is the appropriate length that I like it to be. PUCL, the Poke quiz is a thing that we added because I thought it'd be a fun little element to toss into the show. It is the #1 thing that people love about the show. It's and I didn't write this on here because I didn't want to be mean, but I find compared to the other content that we were producing, it is not nearly as fun and inventive. We're just asking questions and seeing if we can answer them. The quiz is there as a mini game. The podcast is for discussion. If you want more of that content, there's a lot over on our Patreon of extra game corners. I'm still trying to figure out how to do a good like video version of Game Corner for Patreon. But that's probably what will happen, is we'll probably do some Patreon Game Corner. But yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at. I think the quiz is going to be exactly where it is. Monthly specials that are just quiz and nothing else probably won't happen because I don't know if you guys understand how much more work there is into building a full episode of game show. For PUCL, like Game Corner is a very difficult show to produce because it takes a very long time to prep, and it's just not something we can do like monthly to have for the show. And honestly, I think it's not fun content. I'd much rather have a conversation about something in Pokemon that I think is going to be deeper and more fulfilling for myself. But we will continue to do the one in December, so you get that little Christmas gift. Okay. But, okay. This one we get a lot too. There should be more women on the podcast. You just have Whimsicott. I'm gonna like go way back really quick, and show you guys demographics. Whimsicott is overrepresenting the female population of PUCL. PUCL is 87% male, and 5% women, and then non-binary over here. So Whimsicott is overrepresenting. Whimsicott is overrepresenting. But it's a joke that she and I made today too, so it's fine. So this is something I'm gonna go into a couple of things that explain. And we're gonna go ahead and talk it up. So I want to bring this slide up because I also want to make the one guy that always every year likes to dunk on me and then be like, but dude, I should like be on the show though. He fills out the survey every year. And I think it's really funny that he dunks on me and is gets very upset with me when he just like rips me apart, rips me a new one every year. And then he's just like, but like, you guys should have me on the show. And I'm just like, well, who do you think makes that decision, bud? Who do you think makes that decision? Probably Thatch. Thatch makes that decision. Thatch decides whether or not someone becomes a co-host at the end of the day, because we gotta be able to vibe. We gotta be friends, man. But yeah, so how do you become a co-host? 6 steps to success. One, listen to the podcast and engage. You got everybody in the Twitch chat and YouTube chat right now. You're doing great. You're engaging. You're hanging out. You're engaging with PUCL content. You're engaging with the community. Step 2, hang out in the PUCL Discord at pucklediscord.com. Once again, that's pucklediscord.com. And engage with the community. Like, have a good time. Talk with people in PUCL. Get to know them. Step 3, offer to help out with PUCL. Like, offer to run an event, edit the podcast. We can always use editors. And you could also, I mean, even now, I mean, we'll talk about it here in a second. But maybe write articles for the website. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool ways to do it. But yeah, offer to help out around PUCL. And then I want you, I mean, you also have to be available during our typical recording times, which are either Friday at like 7 p.m. Eastern or Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you're not available, then you're probably not going to be able to be on the show. Step 5, vibe with Thatch. You got to be able to vibe, brothers. By brothers, I mean brothers and sisters, and everybody in between. You have to vibe with Thatch. Like, we got to be friends. Like, I can't have a fun discussion with somebody I don't like. And yeah. And then you get to be asked, because like, I got a list running in the back of my, probably also over the age of 18. I think that's part of the vibe with Thatch thing though. Like, I feel like that's an encompassing check on that, right? Like, if you're 18, you'll find out that, you can't, if you're not 18, if you're younger than that, you could probably find out you're not going to be on the show because Thatch probably will not bring you on. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, and then when there's an opening, when we go, like, when I sit down and like I look at the chart and I go, man, I've been having to scramble for co-hosts for weeks, months, you know, yeah, something like that. Then I'll be like, man, I think we need to add somebody to the roster. And then I'll talk to the cast because you not only need to vibe with me, but you need to vibe with the cast, right? And granted, I think some of them are a little disconnected from the community nowadays, but you gotta vibe with them, man. You gotta also have the right personality to be able to chill with us and talk some Pokemon. And a lot of that comes like when we do hang out in voice and stuff like that on the podcast. Like, I do use those as checks. I used to honestly use PUCL Plus as like a really good like feeder, because we would just like let a lot of different people on the show. That's how we got Shark, and how we got a few other people on the show now. So that's how we did. That's how we used to do it. But nowadays it's probably gonna be a little different. You're gonna have to just like hang out with us in voice chat or something like that. So that's kind of where we are with that. On that, but yeah, you have to become a co-host. So how do we get more women on the show? If you're one of the 5-10 men between the ages of 24 and 35 that asked this question, and the 2 women that asked that question, you can this is how we got to do it, guys. Historically, video game communities have been very poor towards women, and make them feel uncomfortable, and this is in a variety of different ways. This is either through harassment for their gender. This is through degradation of them as people and not seeing them as equals. Yeah. We need to create a space in PUCL where they feel safe speaking up and talking and hanging out and playing Pokemon with us, you know? And I'm not saying this because I think that we're doing particularly a bad job, but it's something to be aware of. Just don't be weird. Like, don't be weird about it, guys. It'll happen if it happens. We gotta just have people in the community that do all of these steps. And so yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. But yeah, a couple other things. New content. Did I get inspired? The answer is yes. I always get inspired by the survey because somebody will always have like half an idea that I like. And then I get to think about that and marinate it a little bit. I don't have a good answer right now though. So the criteria for me to do something is, it needs to be sustainable for Thatch, to do, and I need to be passionate about doing it. Right. And then, It's probably gonna be VGC related because like a lot of you care about the VGC format. Like this is the only one of the competitive questions we got that goes up. Pina coladas are too sweet. And it needs to be bottleable so that I can record like 5 or 10 of them and just have them ready to go. So, man, Mr. Toro, I don't like that. I don't like that you said that. Are you allowed to have a Twitch account right now? And then articles on the website. Articles on the website. I think those might make a comeback since I've kind of fixed the website. It's getting better. It's not quite where I want it yet, but we'll probably have articles on the website again. I've started writing some of my own to set tone. And then we'll start slowly adding to the writing staff once that happens. So definitely something to watch out for. But yeah. This is probably something, we'll probably do something VGC related, maybe on stream. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I do really like doing the Nuzlocks on stream, guys. It's so much fun. Hopefully some of you stick around for whatever we do afterwards and like hang out. But yeah. Okay, so thank you for filling out the survey, guys. This has been me. I will entertain any questions here in a moment, and we're gonna go on and talk. But thanks to Wandering Nate as well. Wandering Nate on the Discord, I already contacted him, so I know what his name is on Discord. Has won the copy of Pokemon Legends EA. So thank you to all of you for filling it out, though. It gave us a lot of good information, and there's so many cool things we can do. So yeah. Yeah, thank you to everybody for filling this out. I really appreciate you taking the time. And then I will, of course, while we're hanging out, I want to hang out just for a little bit before we move into something else and see if you guys have any questions. I want to see if you have any questions about it. But yeah. Potentially, I like Melon, but if your goal is to if you're just doing things for the sake of being on the show, that's also a sniff test to know whether or not you should be on the podcast. But yeah. It's a good sniff test for you guys on that one. But yeah. But yeah, I really thank you for all of you being here and filling out the survey. I hope you guys stick around and we hang out. But are there any questions? Oh, somebody asked how many people said that there was not enough PUCL. I think that's a good question. I mean, I think you need to do that part, Speedy. Can I make an article? If so, what would it be about? Are you even on the Discord? First steps, you got to be on the Discord. Discord was step number 2. You're skipping steps here, guys. How often do you stream like this? I stream every week on Wednesdays for the most part. I think we're gonna miss one here in a couple weeks, but I do streams typically on Wednesdays. We're gonna play some Pokemon after this, guys. But yeah, how many people said for the intro to be completely eliminated? I think like 1 or 2 out of like the 200. Let me pull up a couple stats. Somebody did ask about how many people said no, not enough PUCL. And I do want to get 3 of you fill out the survey, of course, now. But yeah, let me pull it up. Who said not enough PUCL? And most of you are listening on Spotify, by the way, if you were interested. And 4 people said they were listening on Amazon Alexa. No, not enough PUCL was 22% of a little over, about 23%. Speedy, you gotta wait before we do the call for the articles. Yeah, 17 people on YouTube. Yeah, that's pretty good. The Alexa audience is growing. It turns out I actually double checked. I swear people have to be doing this for the meme. But I checked our statistics on the podcast downloads, and I swear to God, it didn't used to be this way. But after I made that comment, I swear more people started listening on their Amazon Echoes because it became the number 3 source for downloads. I assume Amazon Music is getting wrapped into that somehow. But yeah. Yeah, I know where I'm listening to the next episode. Good meme, Whimsicott. But yeah. No, this was a good survey. It came out with a lot of knowledgeable things and actionable items for us to take on. I do think Pokey Opinion. A lot of people were on Pandora. I didn't realize how many people were on Pandora. There were a lot of people on Pandora. A lot of people on Pandora. But yeah. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. A lot of people that listen on Pandora, actually. I didn't realize that. I honestly didn't know we were on Pandora until this survey. But cool. We're on Pandora. So if you can listen wherever you like to listen. If you listen to the show, you're helping the show. So, but yeah, if you guys want to get involved in the community, though, my #1 opinion is get involved in the community. Go to pucklediscord.com, talk to people, hang out. Speedy, I don't know that I've ever seen you say anything in the Discord, so that's probably part of it, too. But yeah. It's not a shiny ho-oh. This is the gold and silver 25th anniversary ho-oh. So it's gold, and then the Lugia is silver. Okay. I mean, like I said, gotta get in there and talk. But yeah, if you want, if that's what you want to do, Bob, you're already on the list, man. You're on the short list. It's the anime first episode. How many plushies do you have? More than you can see behind me, dude. More than you can see. More than the eyes can see. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, so who else is looking for things? Any other questions? If not, we're gonna go ahead and figure out what's going on. We're gonna play some Pokemans, and I'll let you guys vote on what we do. Bob was already on the email list. Bob was on the email list. Marm, you want to be on the email list next? Who wants to be on the email list next? I'm not trying to run Showdown, no. I will probably either play VGC or Emerald next. Those are the two things we'll probably do. But yeah. Pokemans on my Digimon show. That's true. But yeah. We have a newsletter that you can sign up for. I believe it's in the show notes. I don't talk about it a lot because I've been really bad about posting it on a regular basis. I'm hoping that gets changed here in the near future. But yeah. Man, we got a lot of people watching though. So thank you to everybody who's hanging out. I really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead. And if you're on YouTube right now and you're not subscribed, by the way, please subscribe. It really helps us out. It really, really does. I would love to hit 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year. And I think we're on a pace to do that. So we should absolutely do that. But yeah. Okay. EV could be next. I do like EV. That's a good one, Marm. EV could be next for the newsletter. But yeah. Okay. If you're on Twitch and you're not subscribed to YouTube, go to YouTube and come back. But yes. We're gonna... So because we're on YouTube and Twitch, it's really hard to run a poll. Let's see. Stream Alive? Stream Alive says to be a thing. Bye, Wims. Or who's leaving? Everybody leaving? For real, I started the show the other day and walked away during the ad. I came back, you were talking about Digimon, then said, but that's what we're going to talk about on the show. And I thought that I had slipped dimensions. That's true. Eevee could feature their art, which would be cool. Eevee does have a lot of art. Wow, that's a lot of work to do, actually. I'm not going to do this. Okay, we're just going to find a poll link. We're going to use Poll Maker here. What are we streaming? Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke? Pokemon. You guys can keep asking me questions. Thatch, would you do a show note night with the listeners? Maybe. I used to do battle nights like years ago. And yeah, it was very weird. Pokemon VGC. I'm gonna create the poll. This is a link. You guys do have to click this link and answer the question. And we're gonna go ahead and view it. I don't want to answer it. I want to see the where's my dashboard. What are we streaming? Results. I'm gonna give this about 5 minutes. We're gonna say 5 minutes. I got 50:52 on my clock, so at 55:52 we'll be done. But yeah, what do you guys wanna talk about while we're here? That's just gonna sit down. Ugh. Wait, no, I am appreciative that you guys are all here. I guess I'll do more events like this for stream. Like, we'll talk about something big. We'll act as a bonus episode. That way you can be live, and I'll have some fan interaction. Because you guys came out, but I think most of you came out just to see if you could win the game. We're probably only going to play for about an hour or so. I've got some stuff I got to do tonight, so probably end the stream a little bit earlier than we usually do. But we will. It's not on YouTube. What's not on YouTube? This link that I just posted? That link should be on YouTube. Oh, it's not. Look at that. It's not letting me chat over there. There you go. I came out to see PUCL. Thanks, Fran. I think it's also the add everyone. I typically don't do the add everyone's because I don't like to be annoying. I don't like to be annoying and like ask you guys. I'm just here so you don't get fined. Yeah. I feel like there's a Power Rangers podcast I want to specifically be about Ivan Ooze. Why does everybody care about Ivan Ooze? Ivan Ooze, huh? You think out everyone's? I just don't like being annoying, so I'm very hyper aware of it. So maybe I'll just have everyone every time we stream now. I feel like we're Nuzlocking today. Right now it looks that way. We'll find out. We got another like 3 minutes on the clock, so I figured PUCL luck. But it's a really good name to have for this community. I asked already, so sorry if you didn't see, you saw and didn't want to answer, but was there a main takeaway? We're doing everything right, and the same people. My favorite part of the survey is when we get survey responses where it feels like the responder is in a bad relationship and doesn't know it. And those people probably should probably not be here. But yeah, they just need to leave that relationship, you know. Got 2 minutes on the clock here, guys. I know there's more than 15 of you, so. Oh wow, it's taking a sweet time to load on me. There it is there, and I don't need to explain. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. 18 votes from 17 voters. Good to know. That you can vote twice with this software. There it is one more time. We got a little bit more time. If you go to the trivia segment on the Discord server, which is the only place we take trivia, by the way, people who email me trivia questions, people who will comment trivia questions. But yeah. Sunday stream was fine. We went 2-3. It was fine. But yeah. Any thoughts on what game we will play for August? What do you mean for August? Hey, Travis. Good to see you, buddy. The website is showing me non-PUCL appropriate ads. What is the website showing you? I have an ad blocker, so I actually don't know if there's ads on the website or not. There shouldn't be, because I pay for the website. And there shouldn't be ads. Oh, the website I linked. That's what it is. My bad. You're talking about the badge bonanza. You're talking about the badge bonanza. You're not talking about the stream. Yeah, I know exactly what's happening. We need to be better about communicating that. I have a staff meeting next week where we're going to talk about some of this stuff. We're not having a breakdown in communication, but we certainly need to be better about communicating it and putting it in a better place. I think next week might be Unite or no, I think we're doing Hoenn or Kanto, just a casual playthrough. Kind of like we did. Oh, it's Unite next month? Okay, that is not what the sheet says. The sheet I have does not say this. What's the best way to get into Pokemon? I don't know. Whatever you want to do, man. If you feel like you don't want to be into a thing, don't be into a thing. You know? I think that's the answer. Okay, I think we're done. What are we streaming? We're gonna click refresh. Oh, I missed the discussion in chat. We still need to update the sheet though if there's a discussion that it's a change. That way I have that information. It can't just be a discussion. We'll talk about it later. We need to consolidate our channels of how things are going. If we're gonna do big events. Which at least Badge Bonanza has turned into. Yes, I have, Travis. Unite drawing reading. Pokemon fan for 2 years now. Wow. Yeah, we're waiting for that champions info. Let me tell you about it. Okay, fam. It looks like we're gonna play some Pokemon Emerald. So I gotta remember how to do this. We gotta remember how to do this. Okay. Game Boy. Hey, we did it. You guys, is that team correct? It's gonna take a minute, Spoo. It'll be there. It'll be there, I promise. We're gonna get there. Okay, let me pull up. What is this software? Epilogue, that's right. Boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Okay, we're gonna turn off this Spotify real quick, and you guys are gonna get blessed by whatever music this is. Hey, doggo, you gotta bring that in here? Oh, that's actually not too loud. I want to get us like a notch down though. Okay. Let me click this button, get chat back up for myself. We did do the survey rundown. You can check it out on the VOD, Pomano. It was at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna play a little bit of Pokemon though. Let's double check because it's been a minute since we've like played this. Is this the correct team? Oh yeah, we caught that Skarmory. Dude, that's sick. We caught Ivan Booze there. Good job, guys. Good job, us. What did we drop for that? Whismer. But Pomino, if you want to, the survey is still up and live. You can still go ahead and you can still fill it out if you so desire to give us your opinion. We do still value that feedback, and we're still digesting and coming up with ways we're going to do Puckle things. We're gonna put that guy there. I haven't boozed the Skarmory. There we go. What are you DMing me? What are you DMing me right now? Was there anything about doing event streams for Pokemon presents in the survey? We are still going to do that next week. I haven't announced it because I forgot to announce it last week. But yeah, I will be streaming next Tuesday morning the Pokemon Presents. We're going to live stream that. I had so much fun doing that on Pokemon Day. You don't even know. I'm having so much fun. If you had a favorite survey answer, yes and no. But I don't want to like make people feel bad. There's a lot of goodness that came out of the survey. Yeah, no problem, Kokuro. Same. But yeah. Yeah. You can still fill it out though. we still take the feedback. We still make cool things. We'll still use it for a lot of things. I believe we're at this point in the game where we have to do a thing. Oh, and Ivan Booz is so underleveled. I think we get an encounter over here, guys. I think there's also like a random battle. I think that guy gives you roar. Hey Thatch, I think it's time. It's time for what? Don't start this. Oh, thanks. It's time for what? What are we doing? Let's evolve that fish! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Mac! Oh man. Okay, for those of you who are unaware, it's been about 2 months since this happened. But Mac, for the next Nuzlocke we do, we're probably gonna have donation things where you can mess with the show. Mac, we picked up an Everstone, and Mac said it would look real good on that magic cart. And we did it. So Magikarp's been holding a Everstone at level 19. We were gonna have a Gyarados, but he said it's time to evolve that fish. Big fish. Take that Everstone, big fish. Next Nuzlocke, we're gonna have little donations where you guys can go ahead and you can play against us. I just know that my survey response earned me a dissertation on how engagement works. Wait, okay, you need to explain, Gigasaurus. Congrats, Magikarp. Yeah, Magikarp's gonna go evolve now. Fish. Okay, how many of you aren't subscribed to YouTube right now and need to go do that? Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh, you're the worst. Big fish about to become a bigger fish. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. It really does help us out. Also, like the episode. Go click on it and like it. Do we want that item this bad? We switch up you and Big Fish. You're gonna hang out? I don't know. Oh yeah. When you DM me about my response saying Claude should have more viewers, Claude should have more viewers. But Claude does not schedule his streams. The reason that these things happen is because I do a lot of work to promote the fact that we're doing the thing, and like 35 people showed up today because of me hyping up the stream and a bunch of other stuff. Fight, fight, fight. Oh wait, no, Pokemon. Switch out for Delta. Fight. Ember. You were sufficiently hyped. You can put in the art channel, Dragonite. That's where we do stuff like that. Do you have an art channel just for that, for showing off your art? Eevee loves it when people do it, so I'm all for it. Fight, 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 fight! Oh, wait. Wing attack. You. Ember, you. Who must have got sand attacked and I didn't pay attention. Big fish! Oh my gosh. Annoying. There we go, team. We did it. Oh, we get an encounter here too. Yo, Frost Raptor, how's it going, my dude? I ain't chilling. Way down to, oh, we're just growing, actually. Thanks for everybody for sticking around. I didn't think you guys would actually stick around and hang out with us. It's for my nephew's birthday. He's a big Gyarados fan. That's good to know. Happy birthday to your nephew. Big fish. Big fish. Brought to you by Big Fish. He is my friend too. Delta and Sanders look like a couple and you're just their third wheel flash. That's who I am. You know me. I'm sticking around until the rain stops so I can go home and not in a thunderstorm. But yeah, if you guys missed the thing, you can go over to you can watch the VOD for this. I would like to also point out that the person who has won the game has been notified, so if you're coming in late, keep listening. Yeah, but if you haven't, again, like, I'm gonna say this until I see this number go up. Haven't already, go subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't subscribed. It helps us out. I really appreciate it. It makes Thatch happy. Thatch will put you on the show if you do it. No, don't. I won't, but it makes me happy. Oh yeah, game today. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot Donkey Kong comes out tomorrow, guys. Like, I'm gonna be gone. I'm just gonna play Donkey Kong. Next week's stream, Donkey Kong. But yeah, okay. We're gonna do Pokemon encounter here. And what we're gonna do, the way this works for those of you who are not typically here is, you get to shout out a nickname for that Pokemon when we get to it. And I just pick my favorite one. I think that's how it works right now. So let's go. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Play Donkey Kong, but too poor for a Switch 2. Understand. We're not playing Donkey Kong, guys. Whoa, low 10! Guys, we were waiting for this moment. We've been waiting for this. Guys. Guys. Actually, we have a Breloom, though, so I don't know. Do we need another grass type? Yeah, we do. Okay, I need Lotad nicknames in the chat. Lotad Mir B is a good one. We need Lotad nicknames in the chat. Mir B, come on. Pickles, that's good. There's been 2 Mir B nominations, though. Chad the Lotad. Captain Snuggles. Chad the Lotad. You don't get to say it twice. That means that's -1. So 0 people have said Chad the Lotad. Survey. Rob Lowe. I don't get that. I'm too stupid for that answer. Rob Lotad. Okay. Okay, I get that. I still kind of like Mir B. Oh, we're Gen 3. This is back when, his eyes closed? That's sweet. Mr. Pineapple. That's a good one. I know Rob Lowe is an actor. I've watched Parks and Rec. Like, I'm not that insane. Skarmory is my favorite Gen 3 bond. Thanks, Liger. Thanks, Liger. Oh, now everybody left. Nobody wants to stick around. Nobody wants to stick around. People left. Match was too high energy. This Pokemon lives in ponds with clean water. It is known to ferry small Pokemon across ponds by carrying them on the broad leaf on its head. All Puckle and no wife makes Thatch a crazy boy. My wife has been, my wife just got home at like 7:30. Lotad's nickname is going to be Lotad. It's going to be Mirror B. It has to be, right? Like, and honestly, I think it's going to replace the, Big Fish. I don't know if any of you have seen the Big Fish art that Eevee did, by the way. It is so good. I almost thought about making playmats just for that. Retro, don't hurt me. Retro, I don't need to be hurt anymore. Big Fish for Lotad. When do we get the War Stone? There's like no stones in this game. Also, nobody should look at what I'm about to do. Nobody should look. Everybody, look away. Look away. It's not happening. This isn't happening. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Well, you were all okay with it, but the 18 people watching on YouTube that have never watched us before. It would be funny if like something died and we have to just go to the magic cart. I think that would be funny. Get rid of this. Yeah. We don't need a Pelipper. I think we're okay without a Pelipper. Pelipper also can't set raid in this game. Big Fish will remember this, yeah. They have a problem that they can speak up. We matter too. I'm more surprised that we have no water moves on Mirror B. Probably. Probably this. It's kind of hoping for some water moves. At least it can learn Surf. We get a couple more encounters tonight too, which is great. Oh, see you later, Travis. Have fun doing your homework. Thatch also has homework to do tonight. You guys mind if I, like, dip downstairs to get a Diet Coke? Puck-a-luck, I can tell you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, by the way. Yeah, there were a good number of them. I want to do a lot of different events. But yeah. Go get my fix. Don't look at my desk. You guys can't see it. It's okay. No, I'll be right back. I'm not leaving you. Coming right back. I promise. I'm coming. Here, stare at this man. Stare at him. He's right there. Right there. Right there. Guys, you almost got Hopper instead of me. He's right here. Guys, Stream Cat. Say hi. Okay, don't be... Well, you don't get to bark and then just sit here. Guys, I came back. I went out for milk. Hopper is the best co-host. I don't know. He's certainly something. I don't know about the best. He doesn't know how to meow. He was feral. Hopper is the best gato. Okay, dude. Make a decision here. He's trying to sit on my lap. Yeah, I've got a dog. This is Hopper, though. Hopper's not that. He's a cat. He's question mark years old. I've had him for like a decade. He's a great kitten. And when I sit at my desk, he likes to sit in my lap. Dude, and you also like to love chomp. We're not going to be friends if you want to love chomp. Hopper, this is not how you make friends. Fight me, family. I do have a dog, but my dog is my wife's, like, friend. She puts up with me. I'm like a great spare human. Dude, if you bite me, we're gonna have problems. Look at this. I don't think you can see him, but he, like, comes for me. He comes for me. He just wants to nom on my... Thinking of it... Whoa, dogs are a lot, man. Start with a cat. Unless it's not just your dog. Dogs are a lot. Okay, okay, cat. Bubba, you gotta lay down. This isn't like a standing room only situation. In fact, there's a whole office and couch for you to sleep on. I've got 2 kitty cats and a dog. This is just one of my kitty cats. My other one is my bedtime buddy. He sleeps with me at night because I raised him from a kitten. This one I got used. I got Hopper used. Heyo. But it's not you. I'm a great spare human to that dog. Very powerful. It's more of a crunch attack than a bite. I'll tell you that much. Like, Hopper is an Alolan Persian. Or an Alolan Meowth. Okay, that's what he is. Dude, I know what you're gonna do, and it hurts. Like, I wish we had a better relationship. Yeah, share it. I want that raspberry. I love you, bud. We're probably in bonus rounds with Hopper. I'm waiting for him to get sick and, like, make me sad. Oh, I got a Lotad doll, guys. I used to think I was a dog person. And then I got cats. And it turns out, I'm a cat person. My boys are my favorite people. I got my kitten, Hopper. I got my kitten, Watson. Ivan Boosh! Steel wing, steel wing, steel wing. Nom. Yeah, you scratch that steel. Steel's the best type in a Nuzlocke. I'm so glad we got the Skarmory. The best Gen 3 Pokemon. Oh, he's super comfy. He's like purring up a storm right now. You guys can't hear him because his purrs are quiet. But I can feel the purr. You're such a weirdo. He does this thing where he likes to shove his head into things and then fall asleep. He's very weird. Come for me, bro. Want to battle against my Pokemon? My Pokemon are so strong. I'm such a great trainer. My name is Pokemaniac Steve. Oh, this is like the one thing Ivan Boost can't fight. Okay. Fun guy, fun guy, fun guy, fun guy. Is he stuck in Gen 3? Who's stuck in Gen 3? Why would anybody be stuck in Gen 3? We can move all these bad boys up. It's a third-rate trainer with a fourth-rate team. Yes, Bob. Yes. Our cat has eaten 3 of our guinea pigs. Why are you so depressing? Hello, I am back. Without Marm, we couldn't make any decisions. Alright, thanks, bud. Don't talk to me again. Okay. Oh, a guitarist. He's gonna destroy Ivan Boost. I can feel it in my bones. Finally, lead us, Marm! The dude is trying to thrust leadership onto me. Fun guy! Oh wow, that's a Slugma right there. We don't have a good answer for that, in all honesty. The answer's supposed to be Lombre, but it doesn't learn any water type moves, I guess. Sleepy Delta over here. Yes. Yes, I will. I think you have leadership potential if Marm has been gone for an extended period of time. Don't give him any kind of power. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Answer is abuse its low BST. Bop. Whoa, we got a defense boost. My Wi-Fi keeps going on and off, so I might take off. Marm, you're gonna be the next letter person. Actually, should be Eevee. You're right. I'll tell Tank. Marm, did you subscribe to YouTube yet, Marm? None of you subscribe to YouTube, and it makes me sad. Or if you did, an equal number of people left. Sir, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ooh, do-do-do-do, do-do-do. All right, let's go. If I have leadership, I'm just gonna just sacrifice Macaroni. No, he has the most fun by watching ads on Twitch and the PUCL Magic 8-Ball. Guys, I should program that into the bot. The only command I have in the bot right now is !Twitter. No matter if you're on YouTube or Twitch, you can go !Twitter, and I think it sends you a thing. Or it doesn't. Oh, it did. There you go. PUCL bot does exist still. I just haven't set up any cool commands for it. So if anybody wants to sit down and come up with some cool commands for the bot, let me know. That's a good way to get interact with there. No, don't unsub and resub. That doesn't help. Like that probably like does something weird with the. Mega Drain. Absorb. We're just gonna double into that null. We don't like it. Nobody remembers the pigeon thing. Nobody remembers the pigeon. The Pidgeon. I need a actually it's just a picture of Seth that he posted in the Discord. Absolutely. That's the right choice actually, I think. I don't know if they can do that, but I think it's fun. I think we should invest in that. Bye, Evie. Oh, I remember. You're the only one that remembers, Mac. Nobody listens that far back. Was that in the first 100 episodes? Because those might go away. No, you should never go that far back, Bob. Once you hit 116, just stop. Just stop. At 116, stop. Don't even go any further. You don't want to. You'll think differently of me. You'll think differently of me, Bob. Ooh. Let's go. What shop? Yeah, we'll switch the Pokemans. Ivan Booze. Bob, how far back are you now? We have 700 episodes somehow, and for some reason. It was a different show back then. It's not even the show it is now. It doesn't turn into modern day Puckle until episode 116. Like, it just doesn't turn into modern Puckle. Okay, guys, we get a counter here. Oh, you've got a ways to go, Bob. We already caught a Zubat, right? Yeah, okay. Dupes. I just gotta make sure I skip the ones I'm on. You do, Mac. You do. Everybody, here's a co-host that didn't have time to be on the show, and I didn't kick them off. Mac, did I ever kick you off the show? You can be honest. Oh, okay. Oh, do I have to fight you? That's 100% fired me. That is not true whatsoever. You probably still have my number. Okay, encounter Zubat. We already have one. Finish it. You probably still have my number back. I imagine you do. How do I get to Mount Chimney? Do I have to go all the way back? I might text what I've got, and if it isn't somebody else, if it isn't, someone's gonna be very concerned. I'm pretty sure you still have my number. After all these years, I mean, it's not different than it was back then. I'll tell you that much. I'm pulling up survey results, see if people filled it out. Nope. 3 people filled it out right, probably when I put up that notification. That ad here. We got survey result number 212 from right now, Strims. Oh, this is Whimsicott. This is Whimsicott filling out the survey. You're getting closer to reading Way of Kings? I've already read it. I should reread it, though. I should be one of those guys that rereads the book. Did Thatch block you after? That's the question. I don't know. I don't think I've blocked him. Yeah, that's him. Yep. Yep. For some reason, I don't have you in my phone. I'm putting it here. Create new contacts. Way of Kings is I don't know. It depends on what you want. A lot of people say to start with Mistborn, but after reading Mistborn, I don't know that I agree. Oh, that's why. You're in my phone now. Dangerous. Did we get oh, we get an encounter here too. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're gonna get so many encounters. Oh, we didn't get our meteor encounter. We should go back up there and get our encounter. It depends on what you want, I think. Like, I think if you go into Sanderson blind with Way of Kings, it's perfectly fine, and I think the experience is more enriching. Honestly, I don't even know if I would even do either of those. I think if it were me, based on the references that are made in the Stormlight Archive, I would read Warbreaker. If you want a shorter book than Way of Kings, I would read Warbreaker. I think it is a very good political book. That is my opinion. That is what Thatch believes. Oh, I don't need you to call me. Houdini! That's the sound, oh my gosh, there is a chance for a Lunatone here, guys, I promise. Okay. I would recommend Way of, or Warbreaker, though. Because there's a lot of Warbreaker references that aren't necessary to get, but there are a lot of Warbreaker references in the in the Stormlight Archive. What a stupid thing to have in this game. I switched to listening to the podcast to watching the video version when that started. Been listening forever. I love Pokemon content. My bad, I didn't fill out the survey. Meow's attack. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. You're hurting me. I feel this is the best thing. The only reason I did it was for the shorts. I'm gonna be honest. That's the only reason we did it, Meow's attack. That's the only reason we did it. We'll see how it goes, though. I feel like a lot of people take the YouTube pill and they really like the YouTube. I like YouTube because it's really easy to read the stats compared to like the regular podcast, but oh my gosh, give me anything else. But yeah. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. You know what's terrible is I've been making Pokemon content for longer than some of the people that are in this stream right now that have been alive. Eevee liked my Gyarados art. Eevee, of course, is going to like your Gyarados art. Eevee likes everybody's. He likes everybody's art. He is very supportive. I appreciate Eevee as a person. Yeah, PUCL is 17 this year, so that checks out. Or no, it'll be 18. We have our 18th anniversary this year. God, that's so old. But guys, I'm one thing I thought about doing this year, now that like I've kind of taken the reins more on like the PUCL social aspect and interacting with you guys outside the podcast. I want to do some really cool stuff for Pokemon Day this year since it's on Friday. I'm gonna take the day off. We're gonna just like we're gonna have a blast. We're just gonna have an absolute blast. PUCL isn't old enough to drink, but Thatch is old enough to drink, and that's the important part. Okay, so I'm not convinced that there's a Solrock or a Lunatone in this game. It doesn't matter if PUCL can drink. Thatch can drink. And that helps him get through the day. That thought is comforting. The rocks are there, just low rates. We're moving on. They're unnecessary. We don't need to go over there. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you guys either. But yeah, no, it's always good. What badge is next? Is it Flannery? Oh, we have to go to. Let's go. Okay, let's try to make it to the top of the mountain, and then we'll do the thing where we'll do the thing with Team Magma, and then I'll probably stop. Or we'll see. We got like 10 minutes before I really feel like stopping, so. Spoink. Oh, what a cutie. What a cutie patootie. What a cutie patootie that is. Wow. Wow, dog. PUCL could drink in Europe in like at the New Year probably, because that's when the anniversary is. But yeah. Oh, if you haven't filled out the survey's still open. We just already did the giveaway, but we still appreciate your feedback, whatnot. Helps us grow, helps us do things, helps us make cool things. Why do you like Grumpig? I've always wondered that. That's a great question. I don't have an answer for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't have a good answer. Just like it. Why do you like pizza? Everybody likes pizza. Delta. Hopscotch, what's up, Bubba? You're breathing real fast. When you do that, you terrify me. You terrify me, son. All right. But I like pineapple on pizza. You can like whatever you want on pizza. It's a free country. I've got a friend who likes anchovies on pizza. I'm still friends with him. I think he's weird, but we're still friends. What a stupid route I have to run now to get up to the mountain. Oh. Doesn't matter. Wismer, you're dead. Go Delta Airlines. Use baggage fee. Whoosh. Okay, can we KO it, you think? Do you think we'll be able to KO it? We're gonna try for the XP right now. Gotta do it. Look at that. Oh, cool. Thanks, bud. Oh, okay. What about pizza do you just like? I had a service trip back in college where 7 of the 8 days we had pizza for 3 meals a day. Lost my appetite after that. Bob, what happened to you? Why were you in a refugee camp? Oh, I probably had to teach somebody Rock Smash. Oof. It's got like one of those random chills. Oh, we can teach it to Mir B. Actually, absolutely. We're gonna teach you almost solely HMs. And that's okay. That's true. Mir B used Rock Smash. Oh, thanks. Those two are going to be Elite Four members in the PUCL region, I think. Oh, wow! A lot of you showed up today. I really appreciate all of you showing up today. Man, I can't get over it. It's been really nice hanging out with everybody. It makes me feel loved that you're willing to come at an at everyone request and watch everything. These random encounters are killing me, guys. I just want to go to the mountain. Because the rock was gonna crumble, Liger. Not every rock can be strength, okay? Nope. Nope. Eating pizza every day would suck. Honestly, it would be terrible. Running around at the speed of sound. Rock Smash. Oh, we gotta fight? Let's do it, bro. Dude, they just installed, they just opened a revolving sushi place near here. I gotta go check it out. I want to go to revolving sushi. Thatch, my roommate is enjoying the stream. Am I the best streamer he's ever watched? Probably. That's true. Have you met me, Retro? Probably the best roommate. streamer to tell him to sub to YouTube. You know what's really bad is like the fact that the call to action at the beginning of the videos and the podcast work, by the way. Like if I say, hey, you could take a moment to like rate us, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever, wherever you are, it really helps us. And then people do it. I feel like it's still a similar flavor profile though. The sub on YouTube's more important, but somebody listened. I don't know who it was, but somebody listened. Oh, they're fighting each other. My name's Trainer Thatch. And I have whoever I have. Okay, everybody's just doing their own thing over here, I guess. Okay, we're gonna double battle. You say no, it really does work though. People will do it. Like on videos where I ask for that, we get more interaction. It's crazy. Like, and people are just somebody did fill out the survey and said the little part where Thatch talks at the beginning of the podcast just doesn't need to be there anymore. Like it doesn't make any sense. He just talks about what the topic is, and it's just like, no, I do it because people want to know what we're going to talk about, and like there's 15 minutes of stuff in front of that. Nom. Let's go, fun guy. Nobody asked where the trivia went. Just the number of people that went, more trivia, because that's what we want. We want a game show. We don't want Thatch to talk anymore. We don't want opinions. That was very high. Well, that was very high. A lot of people did that. Oh, did you now? Come on, bro. Let's fight. Come on, let's talk about it. Do 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 do. Pokemon Jeopardy time. We could actually pull that off now with a video version of Game Corner. I have thought about that. I got into PUCL because I'd see the news on therapy and think to myself, boy, I wish I had other people to talk about this stuff with. That is true. That's why I also joined PUCL. I have as well. Poll the Discord. Like, you know how hard it is to do trivia as is? Because you're the guy who collects it? For which we are eternally grateful, by the way. I don't know if you caught this. I don't know if you watched the video version of the podcast, though, Liger. But in the video version of the podcast this week, at the end, we have credits. And I put you in there as Trivia Curator Extraordinaire. Also, we just like lost half our YouTube audience. I don't know how, but it's all good. I mean, we're down to like 5 on Twitch because everybody left. Yes. I know you don't watch it. You don't listen to it either. You don't like me anymore. Did Thanos happen? I imagine people are just ditching out because they don't want to just watch me play Pokemon and talk to you guys about it. Nothing died yet. It's very low stakes when you play Vanilla Emerald, but after you get to a certain part in the Nuzlocke, it's very, very clear that you're gonna be fine, but... Oh my gosh, Siri, you're fine. I'm still here at 3 a.m. still watching. Okay. You're really cool for being up at 3 a.m. Is that what you wanted to hear? Well, we dropped to 13. People are just dropping like flies. Something must have started at 9 o'clock. Take a fall for the fish. Oh, this is big. Wow, that did a lot. We're fighting Maxi, guys. This is important. This is a big fight. Marv, what should we do? That's why they all left. It's because I boxed fish. That's why they left a half hour later. After we boxed fish. It just jumped up to 22 on the stream deck, but it says 11 over there, so I don't know what's happening. The stream deck's on crack. Delta. They had to get over the shock. Ooh. It says 22 for you on YouTube, huh? Wow. It says 11 on YouTube for me right now. But I'm also on like the back end, so I don't know if it's like lying to me or not. Wow, that was a crit. Okay, just finish it. No! Okay, oof. Maybe we won't get crit and die. I wasn't paying attention. Woo! Oh, come on! Come on! Come on, cheater! Cheating! Okay, it's an Ember coming in. Maybe we could take it? Wow, Liger. Wow. Houdini! Thank you, Houdini. Oof. No, we're gonna finish off this Zubat. Like a man. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, Archie. Hey, whose side are you on? It doesn't matter. I'm on nobody's side. I'm on Thatch's side. All right, we did clean up shop up here. That's good. We're gonna close that. We're gonna come back here. Oh, so I just wanted to say one more time to all of you. Thanks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for filling out the survey if you have. If you haven't, it's still open and I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know you can't get a copy of Pokemon Legends EA or whatever, and that's what you were all here for. We're here for that, not for Thatch. And unless you were under the age of 18 and then you really wanted to help out with the show so you could be on it. But no, I really appreciate all of you guys. You were all great. You were fantastic. So was I. We did a lot of fun stuff. Bob, you don't count. You don't count. But yeah, no, thanks everybody. I really appreciate it. We're going to do some really cool things. I have a few things up my sleeve that we're going to do that's going to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more engaging. Because when we do things like this where we have a huge turnout and people are talking all the time, I get so energized when the chat is just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It is one of my, it just energizes me to no end. So I really enjoy it when we get to do that kind of stuff. And that's for everybody watching, everybody hanging out. We got a lot of good survey responses. We got a lot of good ideas for new things coming in the wings. So yeah, I'm going to record probably a more official version of what I gave in the presentation. And I will, probably put it in there so people understand what we're thinking about, what we're going to do. And that way it just hangs out. So yeah. I really appreciate all of you guys again. So thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a really good time. And if you guys want anything else or want to do anything else, let me know. Like I'm always open to suggestions for content and we're always here for it. So I will, get you guys all on the flip-flop and we'll hang out next week. Oh, it's lonely people, not lovely people. This is for all the lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup. Ride that highway in the sky. That's how that goes. I think you're all here. I still think you're all here and you're all lovely for being here. And I don't know how we've hit a high, but I think you guys should all come to those streams every Wednesday. I'm going to do that every one next week and see what happens. But yeah, thanks everybody. We had a good time. We'll be back. You're all great and lovely people and not lonely. This is for all the single people thinking that love has left them dry. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup. You'll never know until you try. That's America, by the way. But yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks again. I know it's a little ending screen. Nothing crazy's happening. It's just Thatch whispering goodies into your ear like a normal podcast. But yeah. Thanks again, filling out the survey. Thanks for showing up to the stream. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you all on the flip flop.